For you. Texas State Representative Briscoe Cain, a Republican, told by a Democrat that he couldn't speak at a student event at Texas Southern University. Why, we don't know. Mr. Cain joins us now. We're seeing some of this video. How did this all happen, sir? How could this actually happen? You were invited but weren't allowed to speak?
Yes, the student organization, the Federalist Society, it's a conservative, the libertarian law student organization there on the campus, invited me to speak, but the administration for TSU did not like what we had to say, and they shut it down.
So what exactly was it that you were going to say that they objected to so much?
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with what exactly I was going to say, but with my identity as a conservative Republican and the identity of the law student organization as a conservative libertarian organization. They didn't shut it down because of anything I was going to talk about. In fact, they would have been kind of surprised that I would have taken questions from anybody in the audience. What we're finding is this is just a part of the trend, that conservatives are being shouted down on the college campuses, that colleges aren't teaching or challenging students anymore, but they're becoming intellectual safe havens.
So, Briscoe, are you taking legal action as a result of this?
That's something we are considering strongly, yes, of course.
So you haven't actually done it, but you are thinking of filing suit?
Yeah, originally that was off the table. We thought maybe they had legitimate grounds, but over the last few days we are finding that they're not legitimate grounds, that this was a precept, that the reason they shut us down was purely based on my identity and the identity of students.
Are you that outrageous? Have you been controversial in any way?
I'm only controversial because my ideas might not be considered mainstream on the college campus.
Like what?
They get offended by
name one
anything.
idea that's so extreme.
One day, exactly. A simple idea that might be extreme is that I believe in the free market system, or that I believe in religious liberty.
And
yes.
so one of the things you have to understand is that the university, the presumption in the university is the free and open exchange of opinion. So it doesn't make any difference whether he's controversial or not. Controversy should be part of the kind of dialogue that occurs on campus. So it strikes me that what you have here is the emergence of an orthodoxy where people on campus are unwilling to consider other points of view. This is not a university. This is a church. This is now a dogma. You either apply and accept the dogma or you are not accepted in the university.
That's the whole point. That's a good point, Herb. Briscoe, a final word to you. Look, if there's any place where you can exchange ideas, whether you like them or not, it should be a university. And yet these universities, not only in Texas but across the country, Berkeley comes to mind, of course, even Oxford University is now getting in on the act. It seems that people who don't agree with you are afraid of what you might say.
That's exactly right, Ashley, and that's what was so surprising, because until now, the law school campuses have been kind of free from this issue. But we're seeing a growing trend. In fact, in the last few weeks, there's been issues at the law school campus, with mine being one. And people have asked, did you think you were going to be protested? No, of course not. It's law school. We were going to have an intellectual conversation and challenge each other. But now we've seen this disease, this dogma, has infiltrated the law school campus as well.
All right. We'll have to leave it there, Briscoe. Let us know if you decide to take legal action. But it's outrageous. Just another example of campus lunacy, as they say.